There is a powder. Costs about $5. You pour it into a crack in your driveway. You spray it with water. 45 minutes later, it's harder than the concrete around it, and it stays fixed. Not for a season. Not until next winter. Fixed. Meanwhile, the average contractor charges between $300 and $1,800 to do the exact same job with the exact same material. 10 minutes of work, a bag of powder, a spray bottle. That's it. The global concrete repair industry was valued at over $14 billion in 2024. It's projected to nearly double by 2036. That is not a market. That is an empire, and empires do not survive when regular people realize they don't need to pay tribute. The entire business model depends on one belief planted in your head: that concrete is mysterious, that cracks are dangerous, that only licensed professionals with expensive equipment can touch it. This is a lie maintained by enormous marketing budgets and deliberately complicated language. And once you see through it, you will never look at a cracked driveway the same way again. To understand why your driveway cracks, you have to understand what you're actually standing on. And the story starts with a mistake made in 1824. That year, a man named Joseph Aspdin patented something called Portland cement. It became the standard formula for modern concrete. Every sidewalk, every driveway, every foundation poured in the last 200 years uses some variation of it. But Portland cement has a fatal flaw. It shrinks as it cures. From the very first day it's poured, it's pulling inward on itself, creating microscopic fractures too small to see. Those hairline cracks absorb water from rain, from sprinklers, from morning dew. When winter comes, that trapped water freezes, and water expands by 9% when it turns to ice. That expansion turns invisible hairline fractures into visible cracks. Visible cracks scare homeowners. Scared homeowners call the first contractor they find online. Panic leads to phone calls, and phone calls lead to checks being written. The cycle repeats every 3 to 5 years. Contractors rarely seal the repair completely. They have no incentive to. A permanently sealed crack is a customer who never calls back. A crack that quietly reopens in 4 years is a customer who calls again and writes another check. This is not a conspiracy in a dark room. It's worse than that. It's just business as usual. Now let's rewind much further back. 2,000 years. The Romans built the Pantheon. It has a concrete dome that is still the largest unreinforced concrete dome on the planet. It has stood without a single structural repair for 19 centuries. They poured harbor walls into the Mediterranean Sea. Those walls should have crumbled within decades. Salt water destroys modern concrete. It corrodes the steel inside and breaks down the cement. But Roman harbor walls grew stronger from the very salt water that eats our bridges and piers. For centuries, engineers assumed the Romans just got lucky. Maybe their concrete was weaker, but thicker. Maybe we simply built things better now. Then, in 2023, researchers at MIT finally figured out what was happening. They published their findings in the journal Nature Communications. Professor Admir Masick and his team proved that Roman concrete was a dynamic, living system that actively healed itself over time. The secret was a specific type of lime called quicklime. When the Romans mixed their concrete, they used a hot mixing process that created tiny calcium lime clasts, small white mineral deposits embedded throughout the structure. When a crack formed and water seeped in, the water would reach one of those lime clasts. The clast would dissolve and recrystallize, filling the crack completely. The concrete literally stitched its own wounds. Modern Portland cement does not contain these lime clasts. It does not self-heal. It cracks, it crumbles, and you pay to fix it. Let me show you exactly how simple this actually is. Step 1. Get the right powder. Go to any hardware store and look for dry concrete crack filler, hydraulic cement, or vinyl concrete patch compound. Any of these work. All cost under $15. For hairline cracks up to 1/4 inch wide, the simplest option is a water-activated dry powder filler. No mixing required, no trowel skills, no prior experience with concrete whatsoever. You literally pour the dry powder straight into the crack, level it flat with a putty knife or even a playing card, then mist it with water from a spray bottle. It hardens permanently in under 45 minutes. It won't shrink, it won't fade in sunlight, it bonds to the existing concrete at the molecular level. For wider cracks between 1/4 inch and a full inch or deeper voids where chunks have broken away, hydraulic cement is your weapon. This is the same class of material the Romans used, a calcium-based powder that actually gets harder when exposed to water. Mix it with cold water in a small container until it reaches the consistency of thick peanut butter or stiff cookie dough. Work in tiny batches, no more than a cup at a time. Hydraulic cement sets rock hard in 3 to 5 minutes, and there is no reversing it. Once it's set, it's set. Press the mixture firmly into the crack with a flat trowel. Pack it tight against every surface. Force out any trapped air. It will expand slightly as it cures, locking itself into the fracture like a wedge. Once cured, it is waterproof and harder than the original concrete around it. Step 2. Preparation. Clean the crack thoroughly before applying anything. Wire brush, pressure washer, whatever you have. Remove all loose debris, dirt, and any weeds growing through. If the crack is narrower than a 1/4 inch, use a masonry chisel to open it up slightly. You want the walls to be straight or slightly wider at the bottom, a keyhole shape that locks the repair in place. Step 3. Seal it. After the filler is fully cured, give it at least 24 hours for maximum strength. Apply an acrylic concrete sealer over the entire repaired area. This sealer costs $8 to $12 per gallon. It covers up to 300 square feet. It locks out moisture. It prevents future freeze-thaw damage. It extends the life of the repair by over a decade. 3 steps. Powder. Water. Sealer. That is the entire system. A homeowner in Ohio posted before and after photos of his 20-year-old driveway. It was covered in spiderweb cracks across the entire surface. He spent $14 on crack filler, $9 on sealer, and one Saturday afternoon. His neighbor had paid a contractor $2,400 for the same job 6 months earlier. The 2 driveways looked identical. These are the numbers. A contractor charges a minimum of $300 just to fill simple cracks, $1,200 for resurfacing, up to $5,900 for slab leveling, for a problem that a $10 bag of powder and a spray bottle can fix permanently. Think about this. The average American household spends over $2,000 maintaining their driveway over its lifetime. Most of that money goes to contractors applying the exact same materials you can buy at any hardware store for under $20. Multiply that across 140 million homes in America. Now you understand why this information stays buried. So why don't we build with Roman concrete today? The answer is money, not small money. Empire money. The concrete repair industry is dominated by a handful of massive multinational corporations. Sika AG, Mapei, Saint-Gobain, Heidelberg Materials. These are not local businesses. They are conglomerates with billions in annual revenue. Their growth depends entirely on one thing: concrete that keeps failing. The cement industry already produces 8% of global carbon dioxide emissions. That's more than the entire airline industry. If cement were a country, it would be the 3rd largest emitter on Earth, after the United States and China. 1.56 billion metric tons of CO2 in 2023 alone. These companies have absolutely no incentive to make concrete that lasts longer. Longer-lasting concrete means fewer repairs, fewer replacements, fewer sales. Here's the mechanism. You cannot patent quicklime. You cannot patent volcanic ash. You cannot create a subscription service for a powder that fixes the problem once and never needs to be reapplied. And anything that cannot generate recurring revenue cannot be promoted by an industry that survives on repeat failure. So the knowledge stays buried. In MIT research papers, in archaeological journals, in places no homeowner will ever look. The industry even created a vocabulary designed to make you feel unqualified. Words like substrate preparation, elastomeric sealant, polyurethane injection system, structural versus non-structural assessment. These words have one purpose: to make a simple job sound like neurosurgery, to make you feel like you need a degree to pour powder into a crack.